We must proceed with caution.
Is this an answer from this world?
Don't be afraid. It's all right now. I'm back.
Is he talking to a dragon?
Who's there?
Luckily, Paimon managed to grab hold of your hair. Thanks. Just what was that? Paimon thought we were
I gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Now that you mention it, how is it the Hilly Trails ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camp so close to cities like that.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to defend the area.
So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city?
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
I'll keep this close. Is this an answer from this world?
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
One of those consolidated wind things. Let's head back to the statue of the Seven at Windrise and offer it to the gods. Well, you should come with me. Paimon will tell you about the rest later. It's a statue of the Seven. Let's make an offering and see if the gods respond. Can you feel the blessings of the seven? In Mondstadt, people call them animalculi. They can be fitted into the statue's eyes. Some stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animalculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings. Unlike others with powers, you don't have a vision. But then the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animalculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
A reward on the road. No. Reward on the road.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Wait, wait. Is this an answer from this world?
Target locked.
keep this close.
Hello, motherfucker.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. If only the wind was a little stronger.
Windblade!
Another one.
Windblade!
Bet you can't keep up with me.
What should I cook now? Oh, are you travelers from around here as well?
No, we just happen to be
I see. Welcome. I'm Lynn. Eat before.
picnic? Oh, my travel partner here is good at cooking as well.
Oh, there's a cooking pot right there. It's good to have some. There are some mushrooms and meat in the barrel over there. Try making a. I'm the survival expert of the Adventurers Guild. Nice to meet you. Have you got all the ingredients? You can use my pot right here. Is it done? Let me try. Now that's really tasty. You're indeed gifted.
Paimon told you.
With your culinary skills, you should try more difficult dishes. Oh, I've got some raw ingredients in my bag.
Can we really have them?
That's okay. You should be able to find lots of ingredients when exploring the wilderness. There's also a restaurant in Mondstadt known as Good Hunter that sells food and ingredients.
Okay, thank you for the info. Hey, leave some chicken mushroom skewers for Paimon.
Finding someone to chat to would be better than just standing around.
Let me officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Finally, no more having to camp outdoors. But the city folk don't look too cheery.
Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently. But everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us.
Jean?
Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Jean, Defender of Mondstadt. With Jean on our side, surely even the vicious storm terror will be no match for us. Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that...
Hey! Why doesn't Paimon get a reward?
Because this reward is useless to you, Paimon. But I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy, sticky honey roast.
Sticky honey roast!
Come with me. We'll head to the city's, high ground. So, the present I want to get a wind glider. I'll riders use them to ride the wind, and the people of Mondstadt love using them too. I brought you here to give it to you.
Oh, you're really excited about...
Well, that's because the wind is the heart. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's get... It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instruction. The sky. Preventing your fall with the power of 1,000 winds. Now, concentrate. See yourself grasping the wind. Harness its energy.
Target lost.
Who said that?
Are you hurt?
You've actually got the power to go up against the dragon. Are you a new ally? Or a new storm?
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
From afar? Is that all we know of them?
Long story short...
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I understand the anguish of being separated from family. I'm not really sure why you're looking for the Animo God. Oh, but everyone has their secrets. Relax. I won't press you for more. First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help just now. Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the storm terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have... We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Paimon will help too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With storm terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity. Lisa has revealed the sources of...
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Knights of Favonius, the storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive... All right, we need to take initiative and act...
Want to team up with me? I should warn you though, I don't slow down for anyone, greenhorn or otherwise. With Jean by our side, nothing can stand in our way. At least, that's what I want to say. But I can't keep spouting that same old line. She always dashes headlong into the... I really hope that one day I can look Jean in the eye and tell...
A way to fight against storm terror? I'm sorry, but there's no... Judging by the level of its animal power, it's definitely not an ordinary creature. I could teach you some elemental basics, so you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about.
You're not bad with that. See you later, then. You're not bad with that wind glider. Your gliding style seems familiar. The Grand Master is currently off leading an expedition, so the Master, Jean, has stepped in to oversee the Knights while he's gone. Hence, you'll hear many refer to her as the acting Grand Master. When the Grand Master left, he took the vast majority of our Knights with him, leaving the acting Grand Master with far more responsibility and stress. Come to think of it, it must have been difficult for Jean.
Its change in size and power, but for the Knights of Favonius, our priority... The Grand Master entrusted the Knights of Favonius to me. I can't let him or the people of Mondstadt down. I must get to the bottom of this. I heard you and Outrider Amber had a misunderstanding. Please forgive her. She was just doing her job. Talk to Amber sometime. I'm sure you'll like how energetic she always is.
From now on, the adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.